Alright guys, welcome back. We have another question from the first chapter of Mechanics of Materials, and we have this crimping tool that is used to crimp the end of the wire at point E. If a force of 20 pounds applied to the handles, we need to determine the average shear stress in the pin at point A. So right here, and the pin is subjected to double shear and has a diameter of 0.2 inch. And we know at the end of the question, only vertical force is exerted to the wire. So we only have vertical force at point E. So as always, for these kind of questions, we need to dismantle the system and use our equilibrium equation to solve the problem. And usually we start with the simplest part. And for here, we can start with this member right here and draw the free body diagram for that specific part, because we have a member CD in here. The force from that member to point D is going to be along the line that connects C and D. So this is going to be the force. We can call it FCD. We have a pin at point B, which means we need to consider two component BX, BY, and obviously we have this 20 pounds that is applying to this member. So from this free body diagram, what we can use is that we can start with our equilibrium equation for sum of all forces in X direction. We can show X and Y axis here. So we can see there's only bx in here, which means bx is 0. And what we're interested in here is by, because that way we can move on to the next member. And at the end of the question, we need to figure out the force at A. So if we just now move on to our moment equation about D, we can get rid of the force FD, which is not necessary for us now, and we should be able to find the By. So we have the moment of By about D, which is clockwise, so negative By. The distance would be what we have in here, which is 1 inch. And we have the moment of 20 pounds, which is counterclockwise, so it's positive 20. And we have the distance from D to where that applies, which is 5 inches. And this will be also equal to 0, which means By is 5 times 20 or 100 pounds. All right, now that we have that force, we can move on to next member, which is this one, and we can show all the forces in here. I'm just going to draw the free body diagram here. So it's going to be something like this. And in here, since the By was upward in the previous member, it's going to be downward here, which is 100 pounds. Also have the forces at A, and we have one force at point E. Let's just make this a little bit. So from the question, we know that the force on the wire is vertical force. So we're just going to consider one vertical force. We can show it like that, and we can call it EY. So there's no X component. Here we have point A, where we have two components, AX and AY, but let's just show it for now, AY, and we have the equilibrium equations again. From sum of all forces in X, we can conclude that AX is also 0 in here. And now we're going to do the moment about point E, because we're not interested at E, so we can get rid of that force, and we should be able to find AY here. So we have basically the moment of AY about E, which is counterclockwise, so it's positive AY, and the distance from A to E is 1.5, and we have the moment of 100 pounds, which is clockwise, so negative 100 times the distance from E to the force B, which is 2 plus 1.5, or 3.5. And this will be equal to 0, 2, so we can find AY here, which is basically 350 divided by 1.5. And yeah, that's going to give us 233.33 pounds, and that's the AY. And now we have to move on to finding the average shear stress. And what we know that we have this pin at point A, which is, we want to show it in 3D, it's going to be something like this. That's the pin, and we figure out that the net force that is applying on this, which we called it AY, is 233.33. And what this means is that we can replace this force with 2, because the shear force that this pin is experiencing is on two sides. So basically the cross section would be these two, which means we can divide this force by 2 because, as I mentioned, this is the net force. So each of them would be basically AY divided by 2. So for finding the shear stress, we can consider one of this. And basically the shear stress is equal to that force, which is AY divided by 2 over the area. And because we have the diameter of the pin, it's going to be pi divided by 4 times 0.2 squared. So that's one way. The other way is just to go with this AY force, which is our net force on the pin. And for the area, we just need to consider 2 areas instead of 1, which is going to get to same results. Just going to be AY divided by 2 times pi divided by 4. So it's your call. It's the same results at the end. But keep in mind that the force, as the question is mentioning, is subjected to double shear. So we need to consider that for finding our force. And if you just want to calculate that, basically we have the ratio of 233.33 times 0.5 over the area pi divided by 4 times 0.2 squared. And yeah, that's going to give us 3,713.56 or 0.6, and the unit is going to be pound per inch squared or psi. We call this psi, or if you want to show it with kip per inch squared, we know one kip is 1,000 pounds, so we just have to divide this by 1,000, and that's going to give us ksi or kip per inch squared. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.